And now, item number 10. As we all know, mirrors reflect images from the outside world through light waves. But this time, however, scientists, police, and even clergy were called in to investigate. What was it? A new discovery, or perhaps a new world? You be the judge. Let's get into it. Today's breaking news headline is, Woman Found in the Mirror. That's right, guys. A woman who went missing 2 years ago in Boston turned up safe and sound in the most unlikely of places. Trapped inside the mirror in her old bedroom at her parents' house, her name is Elena Marquez. She disappeared back in October of 2021. The details are a bit hazy, but according to what the local cops are reporting, her disappearance was not suspicious in any way. She just vanished into thin air without a trace. There was no evidence of foul play. So they suspected she might have gone off to parts unknown voluntarily. The case went cold after a while, and everybody assumed that she was probably living under a bridge somewhere. But one day a few months back, Elena's mom noticed something strange going on in her daughter's old bedroom. It happened in the mirror on Elena's closet door. She could have sworn she saw her daughter's image waving at her from inside the glass. At first, she dismissed it as her imagination playing tricks on her, because why would Elena's image be stuck in the mirror if she's out there somewhere alive? Still, it kept happening over and over again. The mother could have sworn she saw her daughter trying to get out. So what did she do next? Well, she went straight to the police and told them about the situation. They sent officers to the home to take a look at the mirror, and they also brought in some high-tech equipment. But the camera didn't pick up anything unusual, which led the officers to think the mother was making it all up. According to the official police report, it says that the mother claimed the reflection was moving independently of anyone outside the room. However, when the officers looked themselves, they saw nothing unusual. So then the mother took matters into her own hands and decided to clean the mirror to get a better look at the image inside. And that's when things got even stranger than before. As she wiped away the grime, she could have sworn she saw Elena blinking. It was only for a second, but it was enough for the mother to know that what she was seeing wasn't a trick of the light. The reflection inside the mirror was actually looking back at her, and it was real. The mother immediately called the cops back and told them what had happened. This time they listened to her, and they sent in an entire team to check it out, including a couple of forensic experts. And that's when they heard it. While recording their investigation, one of the officers asked the question, "Is anybody there?" As soon as he said it, they heard a faint voice coming from the mirror, almost like someone was breathing and whispering on the other side of the glass. It was too faint for them to make out any words. Then they tried something else. They started asking questions. "Are you in there? Can you hear me? Do you need help?" Again, they heard more whispers, but still nothing coherent. But it was clear that whatever was inside the mirror was communicating with them somehow, so then they brought out a medium. Turns out that was a good call, because that's when things really started getting weird. According to the psychic, the mirror is either a portal to another world, or it's trapping Elena's soul within it. Whatever the case may be, the medium could feel that Elena was in there, but they can't get to her because the mirror is closed off whenever they try. All they get is a message that says, "Soon." The police aren't buying any of this nonsense. They're sticking to the idea that this is all a big hoax perpetrated by the mother. She probably put her daughter up to it, and Elena's out there hiding somewhere laughing at how gullible the cops are. That may well be true, but it doesn't explain why the medium kept hearing noises and why the mother kept seeing Elena's reflection. One of the scariest things about all of this is that the medium says that Elena is trapped forever, and she lines never be able to come back. It's not like you can just break a mirror and expect the girl to come crawling out, right? Unfortunately, it's looking more and more like that's exactly what's going to happen here. All of the officers and scientists who have looked into this case so far have chalked it up to mass hysteria. The psychic is the only one who thinks Elena's literally trapped inside the mirror, unable to come out and reach her family. It's very important to mention that although the police report contains all of these unbelievable details, they haven't released any official statements about it. Their stance is pretty clear, though. The police think this whole story is ridiculous, and they don't want to waste any more time on it. This is a small town, and there isn't much crime, so they can afford to be picky about what cases they take on. For them, this sounds like a bunch of nonsense, but for Elena's sake, Hopefully, that's not the case. What does the future hold for her? Will she one day emerge from the mirror and explain what happened to her? Or is she forever doomed to wander around in that pocket dimension with no way out? Only time will tell, so let's analyze the facts. If Elena is really trapped in a parallel universe, then how did she get there in the first place? Was she always stuck there and we just didn't notice before? These questions are impossible to answer, but we can make some educated guesses. First, the location of the mirror is very important. It's not just any old mirror, it's the one in Elena's old bedroom. That means that whatever magic is at work here has something to do with her past. Why else would she reappear in the mirror of her childhood home? Next, we need to consider the fact that the mirror itself seems to be a portal. It's not reflecting images from the real world anymore. Instead, it's showing us what's on the other side of the glass. This suggests that the mirror isn't just a simple reflective surface, it's a gateway to another world. Finally, we have to take into account the behavior of those who have encountered the mirror. Many people have seen Elena's image inside, and some have even heard her voice, but no one has ever been able to touch her or pull her out. That means there's some kind of barrier between our world and hers. We can see her, but we can't interact with her. All of these clues point to one possible explanation. Elena is trapped in a mirrored space-time. In other words, she's stuck in an alternate reality that's very similar to ours, but just slightly different. Maybe she accidentally stumbled into that other world through the mirror. Or maybe she was always meant to be there, and the mirror is just helping her communicate with us from beyond. Whatever the truth may be, we can't deny that something strange is going on here. The police may not believe in magic, but there's enough evidence to convince me that Elena needs our help. Even if she is stuck in another dimension, that doesn't mean we can't try to save her. We just have to find a way to break through the barrier separating us and bring her home where she belongs. Now it's your turn. What do you think happened to Elena? Is she really stuck in a parallel universe, or is this just another case of cops being clueless? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Speaking of thoughts, let me know what you think of today's video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.